Hi everyone, my name is Celeste. I am the homeschooling mom of 3 boys. Whether you're a new homeschooler or whether you've been homeschooling for a while, something that really helps in your homeschool journey is having a vision for your homeschool. So in this video, I wanted to share some things to consider when developing your homeschool vision. In Habakkuk chapter 2, verses 2 to 3, it says, "Then the Lord answered me and said, Write the vision and make it plain on tablets, that he may run who reads it. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it will speak, and it will not lie. Though it tarries, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry." It's such a great scripture. I think this is a wonderful reminder to us that a vision is a long-term goal. And as it said here, right, what the Lord told the prophet Habakkuk, even if you have to wait for it for a while, you have established this vision. If you've written it down on tablets, you can know that it will be. So adopting that into our homeschool is so wonderful. And I think it's one of the first things that it's great to do if you're considering homeschooling or if you're starting homeschooling is writing a vision for your homeschool. One of the biggest things that's going to influence your particular vision for your homeschool is your why, the why you homeschool. And I shared our family's whys in our Why We Homeschool video. I'll link that down below in case you'd like to check it out. Okay, the way that I'm going to be sharing this information is I'm going to make an acrostic poem. So for every single letter in the word vision, I'm going to share a tip or something that you can consider when developing your vision statement. Or one thing I will say is that a vision statement is the end goal in mind. In the things that I'm going to be sharing, I'm also going to be kind of tapping into a little bit mission of your homeschool and as well as strategies. So I'm aware that some of the things that I'm going to share don't necessarily fall directly under vision. They may be more of a mission or strategy in the end, all ties to the vision, if that makes sense. So here we go. V is for view. I think when you think of vision, the first thing you think of view, right? What you're looking at. The vision is what you can see down the road, right? What's the end goal in mind? So when you're writing your vision, what is the end goal? What is it that you ultimately want to achieve as a result of homeschooling your family? I is for insight. Insight is once you have kind of the big picture, right? That end goal. What are the details of that big goal? What are the different elements, aspects of it, of that ultimate goal, that ultimate vision? So be able to write that down. Okay, this is the big vision. This is the view. Here are the little details of the insights of the different angles that correspond with that big view. S is for strategies. This is a great one because I think that once you have insight, once you've realized, okay, what are the details or the components of our vision as a family, then you can look at what are the strategies that we're going to be utilizing day to day to be able to reach that vision, right? A vision is a long-term goal, but you eat it kind of in small chunks. You work on it little by little with the little actions that you take, the decisions that you make, the way that you structure your homeschool each day. Strategies is one of the things that I try to share on this channel, different ideas, tips, things that have worked for us here in our homeschool, with the hope that it can be a help to you. There are also so many other great resources out there, strategies. So this is a great area to kind of do a little research, also look at your own family and figure out what would work best for you. I is individuality. We have all been created as individuals. The Lord created us each so special, so unique. Our children are each unique. We as parents are each unique. You, your spouse, all unique. And I think that that is a beautiful component to add into your vision statement. As you are working towards that ultimate goal and you're looking at those details and developing your strategies, being able to remember and to take into account each person's individual personality, their learning style, their needs, their wants, their desires, their talents, the things that you have seen as a parent. Wow, my child, the Lord has given them a really great ability in this area. Being able to incorporate that into your homeschool. Your child has a great ability in drawing, in art, or maybe in music. One of the things that homeschooling does is it gives you the freedom to be able to invest more into those areas. So I think that as you're developing your vision statement, taking into account the individuality is such a blessing. O is for ownership. The idea of I control me and I'm responsible for me. Not responsible for anyone else. I can't control anyone else, but I do have ownership over my own life. So be able to have that as part of your vision as you're developing your day-to-day of how you're going to work to meet that ultimate goal. Ownership is a wonderful thing for you as a teacher, also for your children, for each of us to recognize that we have ownership of, I have ownership of me and of the tasks and of my emotions, of my thoughts, of me. Type of responsibility for self is really a blessing for each family member, every member of your homeschool to be able to take. Lastly, N is for north, thinking as far as direction. So the north, or the direction, if we're heading north, the way that we're going. And a vision, as we said, is our viewpoint. It's our end goal in mind. But keeping that in the north, or in our viewpoint, in our direction, that all the different things that we are doing each day is lining up with that north. It's lining up with that direction that we as a family are trying to go. What is your family's ultimate goal as a family? For us, it's to live to the glory of God. It's living our lives, knowing that our lives are not our own, they belong to Jesus. And we as a family have surrendered our hearts and our lives and our home and our homeschool to the Lord and to his service. And so that is at the heart of all that we do as a family, and it definitely is our north. So I think being able to determine what your family's north is, the direction that you're going in as a family, is very helpful. One of the amazing things about having a vision statement is that you have this written down, and I do recommend you write this down. It's something that you can reference when days are hard, when things are not going well. Maybe you don't feel well, maybe your child is having a hard day, maybe there are situations in your life that have out of nowhere come up. I think being able to have your vision statement written down is such a blessing, because you're reminded that as a family, this is what we're doing and this is why we are doing it. And in those days that are hard, you can go back and revisit that vision statement and remind yourself and remind your children and remind your family, this is why we are doing this. We are not just simply homeschooling, but there is a much bigger goal. There is a much bigger end in mind. And that is a source of great motivation and strength. I pray that this video was of encouragement and was a help to you. I can definitely say that the vision statement that we were able to develop when we started homeschooling 3 years ago has remained, and it's something that we revisit. I have it right in the beginning of my mom homeschool planner, so that every single day when I open it up, the first thing I see is that. And it's such an encouragement, like a focuser for me. It reminds me of what I'm doing and why I am doing it. I pray that the Lord blesses you and your family. I hope you're having a wonderful homeschool week, and I look forward to talking to you soon.